put up your hand if you've ever suffered with addictions, had someone close to you suffer with addictions, or like a colleague, workmate, family member. So if your life has been affected by addictions of your own or addictions in someone else, give me a show of hands. Okay. So probably over 75% of the room has some life effect from addictions. So it's a topic that affects many people. They say it's the family disease, it's a society disease. I believe it's Gabriel Cousins who calls it a significant social plague, and that's kind of what I agree with. It's a good description of it. And so tonight's talk we called In Darkness There Is Light. So in yoga recovery, we're looking at a holistic perspective on the problem of addiction. So we're obviously looking at it from the idea of the spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical aspects. And it's really quite a big topic because the addictions involve so many behaviours and substances. We meet people all along the spectrum of the addictive behaviours. In the ashram, when people come for a retreat, they're generally what we call sober or abstinent or in some kind of recovery. So the ashram doesn't operate like a rehab. We don't work well with people who haven't got some stability to follow a disciplined schedule. So we're bringing people in who they have some idea that there's a recovery process. And what we do quite a bit of is we start to discuss what is the addiction process. So, because it happens in many areas of our lives. So the spiritual aspect of addictions is pretty well understood for a lot of people, and certainly from the Ayurveda yoga perspective, it would be like yoga saying all disease is coming from spiritual ignorance. And Ayurveda saying the disease stems from our forgetting our nature as spirit. So as we more and more attach to the idea of mind-body, we become further and further away from the true essential self. So I've heard some of my teachers call addiction medicating our sense of separation, and I think that's a nice way to put it. So, you know what Jai was talking about, that longing that we feel, it's not always happy to feel that, like to feel lost or cut off in the world. And so sometimes we have that, it comes with pain and we want to fix that pain and we'll reach out for anything that helps us alleviate the pain. Unfortunately, most of the things that we find are very short-lived, and then we have to repetitively go back to it, and that becomes like use, abuse, addiction, and it becomes a cycle that we get involved in. So in Ayurveda, once we've established that there is a spiritual perspective, and for that we definitely turn to the yogas for help, so all the 4 paths of yoga, and that's a large part of what we're talking about in the course, in the retreat. And then we have Ayurveda, and when Ayurveda wants to look, and yoga too, when we want to look at an individual from like the spiritual, like the journey of the soul, we do know that a lot of the addictions are what we call karmic diseases. And that shows up in the sense that they are really multi-generational. So you see them coming through in many generations of the family, and a lot of people come in with that story, like my father was addicted, his grandfather was addicted, he committed suicide. You know, there's a lot of trauma that comes through in the stories, and you know, currently the trauma field it's a pretty big field. People are really beginning to investigate ways that you can treat that trauma. And the one thing I would say about that is the best piece of information they have is that it's a 7-generation effect. And I think that's important because some people are living what you would think is a good life, and yet some of those addictive behaviours are still coming through. So for us, that's the karmic management of a disease. So again, we turn to the yogas. And even in yoga recovery, we turn to the Vedic astrology, so to help us understand what the person's karmas are and how they're manifesting in their current life, so that's helpful. Then we look at the mind. So when we want to see the psycho-spiritual aspect of an individual, then we begin to look at the gunas rather than the doshas. So the next level down from understanding it as a spiritual disease is understanding the mind, how it works, and the types of behaviour the mind gets into when it's going out of balance. So I put